Hello, we're at the American Atheist 2024 Convention. My name is William Banks, and we're here with our guest today.
I'm Kevin Bowley. I'm the executive director of the Secular Student Alliance.
And do you believe in God?
I don't believe in God. I grew up Catholic, so I was an altar boy for years. My family was very involved with the Catholic Church. And just through my own process, no, I sort of have deconverted and don't believe there's a God.
When, w- um, do you believe that there could be a God?
I'm always open to the possibility that there could be a God, so I don't see evidence that there is. And I will look at the natural world. I don't think that's necessary that there has to be a supreme being or divine being controlling everything. Could there be? Sure.
Do you feel as though there's evidence that there's no God?
I don't believe that that there is evidence that there is one. And I think there's lots of contradicting information that shows that we would either have, like, is God nice and benevolent, or is God are we supposed to fear God? So there doesn't make a lot of sense in that.
With the evolution of God from maybe the Old Testament of the fury versus more of a contemporary look of God with the forgiveness, I understand how there are multiple different facets of it. And where do you find community without believing in God?
Before we do that one.
Yes.
So I think the interesting component of that is we're talking about the Christian God. So, but there are lots of other current gods that other religions believe in currently. But if we go back just, not very long ago, there's been about 3,000 gods. And the reality is we don't believe in lots of those now. So if we look at all the Greek gods and the Roman gods and the Hindu gods and the old gods from China, like, there's a lot. You and I probably would agree there's a lot of gods that we don't believe in. So you're an atheist for a lot of those, just not your current one.
I'm not an atheist.
But do you believe in Zeus as a god?
No, because I think that Zeus wasn't a real god, but I do believe in the Jewish God and the Muslim God.
So the current three you're good with.
Yeah, and I also like Buddhism.
Okay, but Buddhism is a non-theistic religion.
What's the difference between non-theist and atheist?
Well, a non-theistic religion is Buddhism doesn't have a god. So there's no gods that Buddhism worship. So Buddhism is a more of a life philosophy.
I didn't know that.
That's okay. And I think in the sense, though, there's a lot of gods that old gods that you don't believe in, that we probably both agree that we don't believe in those gods. So in that sense, you're an atheist for those gods.
Well, I'm not an atheist, though.
Okay. For the current ones.
I believe that I don't believe in a personification of God as man or woman. I believe God is a spiritual essence. Where does spirituality exist within atheism, or is there any?
No, I think that for a lot of people, atheist is one aspect. So atheism in its sense is I don't believe in a God or I do. So obviously atheism is I don't. But then people can live out their values, live out how they interact with the world, live out those other things that don't affect. So, like, I consider myself to be secular as well. I think we have a society that is based on the separation of church and state. So that's an aspect. We have I believe in sort of humanistic values on how we should treat each other and how we should interact as a society, and that we should be doing good for each other and we should continue to uplift each other. So, I'm going to be on this earth a short period of time, I'm going to try to make sure what I do makes this place a better place while I'm here and before I leave. So there's lots of different aspects that, and atheism is a very small part of who I am as a person. And there's lots of other things that design that. And I think young people today are playing with, as many, many more young people are leaving religion, so that they're sort of playing with that aspect of you're leaving this, so what do these other things mean? So playing around with spirituality, and is nature spiritual, you get that chance to sort of play around with it and figure that out for yourself. And that's one of the beauties of living in the United States and having the freedoms that we do, is you have the freedom to do that.
Yes. And have you ever been in love?
I have been in love and I'm currently in love. I'm married, so we'll call that in love.
Congratulations. My fiance just broke up with me.
Sorry to hear.
Thank you. Yeah, it was really hard.
I imagine, yeah.
But thank you for your information about atheism. Do you feel like this conversation would make you want to tell the administration to kick us out, or was it acceptable?
No, I think Sam set you up. Sam's gonna know people who like are very happy to talk about all sorts of stuff. So she's gonna set you up with people who are happy to do that, happy to have those conversations. And I think for here, there are people who this is a safe place. So they may be coming from areas that religion is extremely hostile to them, and they've been threatened with their lives just for being an atheist and no other reason. Even they're a great person and they love their neighbors and they do all sorts of stuff, but simple fact that they're atheists, people are out to get them, and we can see that increasing in the United States. So for some people, this is their safe space, and so this may be, not expecting this, and so that may come off as a little, not understanding the basis for it or the rationale, may come as a little uneasy. But you have lots of people here like super happy to talk with you and have conversations, philosophical conversations, religious conversations, all sorts of stuff.
Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you, yeah.